Racing to the 2023 Breeders' Cup. This time, let's take a look at the Juvenile Turf. Should be a field of 12, 13, 14 horses. The pre-entries come out on October 25th. The 40th running of the Breeders' Cup at Santa Anita, the great race place. The Juvenile Turf, they're going to be going a mile on the lawn, mowing the lawn. The purse, $1 million. We've got some strong Euros still considering it, and some 2-year-olds from America. And this is the showcase for the world's rising turf stars. The Juvenile Turf, part of Future Stars Friday. Previous winners, where they've been bred, you've got Donna Vadum in Great Britain, Line of Duty in Ireland, Outstrip, another Great Britain, but Ireland and Great Britain, that's where they seem to be bred. Those are some of the winners, including Victoria Road, Pluck, Outstrip, and of course, Oscar Performance, the son of Kitten's Joy, among the winners. Let's start off with some of the highlights and the leaders coming into the Juvenile Turf on Future Stars Friday. The first contender is Carson's Run. We take you back to Woodbine, the Summer Stakes. Outside of the course, Carson's Run putting in a strong finishing effort. This is part of a big day at Woodbine. Carson's Run, one of the top 6 contenders for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. Of course, Christophe Clement trains Dylan Davis, the rider, and the sire is Cupid. Remember him, used to be trained by Bob Baffert. A Saratoga maiden winner, a couple of wins, Carson's Run in the Juvenile Turf. We take you to Belmont, Agate Road, the Pilgrim Stakes, the long stretch run, and Agate Road kind of just grinds down on the leader, picks up the win. Still some potential to improve, and I like that effort in the Pilgrim Stakes. Of course, Agate Road, trained by Todd Pletcher. 3 starts, 2 wins, and I like the fact that it's got that lemon drop kid breeding. He was a turf influencer for many years. Also adds some stamina on both sides of the pedigree. Agate Road goes for Todd Pletcher. A European contender, Aidan O'Brien, likes to win this race. He's going to send in possibly Henry Adams. Let's go back to the Dewhurst Stakes. Now, he was 4th in this race, but if you haven't heard of City of Troy, Aidan O'Brien says that's one of his best horses he's ever trained. Going to be one of the leading contenders in the spring of 2024 in the Turf Classics in Europe. Henry Adams runs an even 4th. This was a strong race. City of Troy, a big effort. Henry Adams, first in the Japan Tyro Stakes, and could be one of 2 runners for Aidan O'Brien. Now, Unquestionable is probably the best Aidan O'Brien runner pointing. Let's go back to Ireland, the Curragh. Aidan O'Brien trained, defeated late. You know, he had the lead here. If you watch this replay, he's in the 2-path. Then right at the wire, the inside horse comes back. A nice effort from Unquestionable here in this race. Had the lead. 5 starts. He's got some experience. 2nd in a Grade 1, 4th in the Grade 1 Phoenix, 2nd in a Grade 2, and a winner on 527. So he won early, one of the top 3 favorites, definitely Unquestionable. And Aidan O'Brien, he's kind of made this his playpen. 5 winners in the Juvenile Turf. They've all been ridden by Ryan Moore. Let's see which one he chooses. But yeah, George Vancouver, Hit It a Bomb, Mendelssohn, Victoria Road last year, and then Rote in 2011. All winners for Aidan O'Brien. 5 winners in the Juvenile Turf. Let's take a look at some other contenders. Endlessly in the Zuma Beach. We go back. Santa Anita, Michael McCarthy trained. A good trip in this one. I like that last clear quarter-mile run. That's what you want to do, is sit and then pounce. It always comes down to that final quarter, and the Euros like to get that cover. Endlessly at Santa Anita, based horse. He'll be on his home circuit. Sire is Oscar Performance, who won this race. 3 for 3 wins at Del Mar and Santa Anita. The Del Mar Juvenile winner, Endlessly. Let's take Can Group, Noted, and Tok Tok. All 3 of these horses come out of the same race. Let's go to Keeneland. Down the stretch of Bourbon Stakes, Can Group gets the win. He was 27-1. Noted had the lead. He got 2nd. And then Tok Tok lacked racing room, finished in 4th place in this race. A head bob for the win between Can Group and Noted. And Tok Tok, a tough luck 4th. Todd Pletcher trains Noted. Of course, he's by Cairo Prince, the sire. And then Tok Tok was 4th. He lacked room. And then you've got the winner, Can Group. Any one of these 3, I think, could be contenders out of this race. A strong race this year for the Keeneland Prep, the Bourbon Stakes, getting ready for the Breeders' Cup. Now, the Juvenile Turf, we've still got some other horses under consideration. We've got My Boy Prince, Fulmineo, Air Recruit possibly running, First World War, Stay Hot, and Valiant Force. Still a couple of other Euros to be determined as we get the pre-entries drawn and then who ships over for the Santa Anita Future Stars Friday in that Juvenile Turf. Don't forget, we've already got to look at the top 10 contenders for the Breeders' Cup Classic. Ran down 14 probable horses, 10 contenders. That is up. Watch it on the channel. Juvenile filly contenders. We're going to be taking a look, another deep dive into that coming up. And then we've got the big ass fans, Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, Practical Move. Could be considering that one. Of course, the 40th running of the Breeders' Cup Championships at Santa Anita. And coming up on Thursday, November the 2nd, the Derby Bandit. We're going to get it on, going to pick some races, talk about some baseball, and we're going to talk about the Breeders' Cup, the Derby Bandit, joining the show on a live stream live Thursday, November 2nd at 7 p.m. And if you haven't subscribed to the Breeders' Cup Handicapping Guide, it's going to be free. Going to do 2 editions, Friday and Saturday, come out after the scratches, after the changes. Once we know the turf conditions, we'll have some long shots, we'll have some trip notes, kind of just supplement your handicapping as you're trying to pick the winners. You can kind of compare your picks, maybe box them up with mine as we get ready for the Breeders' Cup. Who do you like in the Juvenile Turf fillies? Some good Euros. Endlessly looks good from Santa Anita. Unquestionable. Could go favored for Aidan O'Brien. It's the Breeders' Cup, the 40th running. As D. Wayne Lucas says, people have opinions. Horses have the facts.